Video. In this video, we'll show you how to use Titan Lightning Web Component as payment integration with Salesforce. So in this video, what we'll do is we will first send a quote using our Titan DocSign, get it signed. And once it's been signed, we will go ahead and do the payment integration side of things. So you'll get to see two sort of functionality in one process, which is very, very cool. So as you can see, this is our opportunity, this is the amount. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, you know what, let's go ahead and send the quote. And once we save it, we'll say mark this stage as completed. At this point, what it's going to do, it's going to send an email. And who it's going to send it to? It's going to send it to the primary account, the primary contact of this account, which is Timbar over here. So Timbar is going to receive an email onto this email address here, which is going to prompt him to sign the quote. So if you go back to the email, there's Timbar's email here. And we will go ahead and open this agreement. So let's open this in incognito mode and we'll wait for the document to appear. In this document, we'll pull through dynamic data like, hey, these are the products, this is the price, everything is good, please go ahead and sign it. Timbar's like, okay, this is good, and done. At this point, it's been signed, and what this is going to do is going to write back to Salesforce. So if you go back to my opportunity here, which is the Grand Hotels Emergency Generators, and I refresh, you can see that the quote was just signed, and the opportunity is now closed won. And if I just give this a bit of a refresh again, you'll find that there you go, the opportunity is now closed won. So the quote was just signed and the opportunity is now closed won. Please complete the payment. A couple of things I want to talk here. First, look at the signed quote that we just attached with the signature. And then we've attached a tracking log in terms of when it was opened, viewed, and completed. So now we're ready for the payment. And there are two things you can do. You can either pay by, two options here. I can either pay by credit card or by phone. If I click credit card, we will send them a form with Stripe integration, which they can pay themselves. But at this point, I want them to pay by phone. So what it will do is we'll go to the payment integration over here. And you could be on the phone to them. And then you'll say, okay, you know what? This is all the details. Please go and pay. They can give you the details. And then you can just go ahead and enter the details directly. And once the details are entered, go ahead and pay. Now what this will do, this will run a Stripe integration where we'll collect the payment from them. And then once it's been collected, we go back to the opportunity, go to the Grand Hotels Emergency Generator. You can see the payment was done. And this is the IPN that we've just received from Stripe directly, which we have added to the opportunity. So all the payments done. This is really, really good. You can also send them an email directly. So let's say if this happens to be, let's try this, see if this works. Let's get rid of this. And we're going to say, you know what, go ahead and pay by credit card. Now, if I save this, what this will do, it will send a form to this email address, which will say, hey, can you go ahead and complete the payment? So, one second, let me get that email for you. I'll show you. I've got it here somewhere. So, 1 second. Yeah, there it is. Ended up in the junk system. It's not junk. And then we can go over here. Alright, so let me bring this across quickly and I'll show you. So this is what happens when we send it to them via email. Now they can do the same thing. They can open in incognito mode and the customer can pay themselves. They can go, okay, you know what, this is good, I'm happy with this. Let me just go ahead and pay. And then once they pay, this again will write back to Salesforce in real time and say, hey, the customer's automatically paid. So you can really automate this nicely. So if I go back to the Salesforce now, I know, so if I just refresh this opportunity again, you'll find payment was done, and there's the IPN. So there you go, Lightning Web Component with payment integration directly into your Salesforce or automated.